Shalom. Kol Holo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Raha HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name is Barad Debar, coming to you from the GMS campus, Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Especially to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Today, just going to go over just a couple scriptures and any others that may come through the spirit about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians that make up the elect of the children of Israel to not be dismayed. Okay, so we're just going to go into Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, says, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So we're not to, first and foremost, we're coming out of heathenistic way of thinking, way of learning. We were, many of us have, if not all, that have come into this truth came out from some form of doctrine, religion, or understanding that's been outside of the scope or the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And so one of those could be those in the world that are into, the left-hand side of astrology, dealing with just the stars and the alignment of, moon rising and sun rising, different things like that. Birth, like their birth day and how it aligns with the elements in the world as far as the sun and the moon, because you hear those like your birthday was on a sun rising or something like that, the horoscopes and things of that nature. But in these last days, we know that currently there is a thing with the blood moons. We have the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, and of course there's one that is an eclipse that is soon to happen, in a few hours or so, okay, as we speak. And so with that being said, there has been this mass hysteria of just what does this mean, and we're at the end, and yes, we are at the end, but there are many prophecies that must still come to pass. And we know that the Lord has set the moon and the sun in the heavens as signs and as wonders to let us know of his time and his coming. So just again, read this Jeremiah 10 and 2. It says, thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, right? So we are coming out of those ways, and we're understanding that the Lord to his elect are giving us a sign, that it is his time coming close. Okay, that's why we have the signs when it comes to the Sabbath, as the moon starts to decrease in her light or in its light, and then you have the full moons, that goes into feast days and different things like that, and of course the sun as well. But then but again, the heathen, they get dismayed. Let's look up that word, dismayed. Because currently you have they have this CERN that they're working on these particles that they're going to try to either create, recreate, or send out as far as into the elements during the same time. You have people who are worshiping the sun and the moon and believe that they're going to be able to manifest certain type of wealth or creation, of some thing within their life, not understanding that all things that will be made manifest within your life and out in the world is only done by the hand of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Here's dismayed. It says experiencing or feeling or showing feelings of alarmed, concern, upset, worry, or agitation. So again, as the elect, as you see these signs, okay, like within this in the skies and the things that are happening upon earth, the earthquakes in diverse places, when you see tornadoes and hurricanes and floods, we understand that this is by the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For he says in Isaiah, let me get it. This is the book of Isaiah 45, verse 7. He says, "For I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." So it's our understanding, if we're doing the will of the Heavenly Father to the best of our ability, that he tells us that the righteous, he will not forsake the righteous, and that all these things that he is having to happen upon the earth, it's for the elect. Okay, it's for us to those who are teaching, that are watching, to see these things and run them through the scriptures, as far as what the word say, what happened, and then to go out and teach the highways and the byways for those of like mind, of the elect, that can see these signs and know that the words of the Heavenly Father are true. As it tells us, it said, let every man's let the Most High word be true and every man a liar, as it tells us in Romans chapter 3. So let's go back. So we're not dismayed. We're not in fear. We're not in the hysteria, because you got people that are running up and they're thinking like, this is it. We're going to buy up, all the water and all the shampoo and toilet tissue that they can. And of course, there's other prophecies that must come to pass. We are in the midst of the World War III, which is brewing up and getting more intensified. We do also have to have the MOTB that must be implanted, okay, and then show the income quickly. So these are things that we're watching out for. Now, yes, to see the sign and to see this happen in the heavens, we are, as the men of the Lord, praying, we are in that number, are watching to see the things that come after, because just like it's been coined, that is the time. This is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and so there could be a quick increase shortly after that, and there's been things in which these Edomites, those in the has looked in history and said, hey, the last time they had an eclipse of this magnitude, there were wars and certain things. So they've been able to go back and search in history of certain significance to these things. And we keep eye and watch on that as well. So, but we're not in an anxiety or a spirit of fear because of this sign is soon to come, because the Lord has put us in the know. This is the book of Isaiah 41, verse 10. It says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has given us his son, okay, which is also his word, that those that are of the righteous, he will keep and he will strengthen. And he will strengthen us through who? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And we understand that Yahushai, when he returned to the right hand of the throne of the Father, he said, what? I will send you a comforter, right? Even the spirit of truth. So we get comfort in the scriptures and knowing that these things must come, but the end is not yet. Okay. So again, he says, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So he's going to uphold us, through his son, Yahushai, okay, who is going to bring salvation unto the elect of Israel. Okay. So with all these things that are happening, it'll be like, because of course the elect will see turmoil and pains, because again, we have family. We're hopeful for ourselves, but we also have family that are not of the elect, so we may see more destruction, or we'll see more destruction that will happen unto our families. But we do pray for our brothers, our families, and those that are like-minded, that we will all be protected, but it's all by the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay. So, but in the end, reading verse 10 again, it says, "Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed." So if we're doing the work and we're standing strong in the ways of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we shouldn't be dismayed. Okay. He says, "For he is with us." Okay. "For I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." So we tell you this, the scriptures, all right, is going to bring us comfort. So let's get this real quick and we'll end there. One moment. Isaiah 33 verse 6. It says, well, let's read verse 5. It says, "Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness." So we will receive, we're receiving the righteous understanding, the knowledge, okay? Especially that our Heavenly Father is with us, okay? And he's filling Zion, which is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the elect of Israel, all right? And he says with judgment and righteousness, because he said, how do we know, him that knoweth him, let me get that actually. Sorry, I know I said one more, but one moment. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, just getting straight to the point. Verse 23, he says, "Thus said Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom." So again, the wisdom of this world about the stars and the elements and things like that, you say, "Don't let those that are very wise in this world glory in their wisdom. Neither let the mighty man glory in his might," how strong you are, your military might. They do that, and the heathens do that. He says, "And let not the rich man glory in his riches, because riches will not profit in the day of the Lord's wrath." Okay, that's just one of many examples. It says, "But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that exercises love and kindness, judgment, and righteousness." Okay, so we understand that the things that happen upon the earth are the judgments of the Lord. Okay, everything that's underneath the sun, all right, that happens, and righteousness. Okay, so the laws and the commandments that's been given unto the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? That comes, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He says, "And righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight," said Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So let's go back into Isaiah 45 verse or 40. Isaiah 40, Isaiah 33 verse 5. He says, "Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He has filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." So to keep us stable is to not be dismayed with all the things that are going on, to not be afraid, to not be, agitated, though it does happen and it does come. But we first and foremost pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay. And it says, "In strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure." So to have fear in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is to follow his guidelines and the men in which he sent forth, that would keep us grounded and stable in these last days. And again, as we continue to watch, we hope and pray that, in our watching, that we can stand and enduring to the very end. So again, just to end there, I hope that this lesson is edifying to the body. Before I end, I'd like to give all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Good double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say, Shalom.